Georgia Department of Corrections was sentenced for raping and sexually assaulting female inmates.
One of his victims now living in Augusta, healing from the harm caused by the former captain. News Channel 6's Dee Griffin talked with her today, and we need to warn you, this story does have graphic details that are not suitable for children.
I was supposedly dipped him into scalding hot water inside of my home, but yet I had no burn marks on me.
Stephanie Walker will never forget the accusations that altered her life forever. Accusations she says are false, accusations that led to charges and drastic changes in her life after following a public defender's advice to cop a plea.
He's telling me that if I take the plea, I'll only get probation. I cannot see leaving my son. Then I just found out I was pregnant.
But things didn't work out as expected. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison. After she left this courthouse, she was taken to jail where she ended up suffering a miscarriage. Then she was transported to the Emanuel Women's Facility, which is minimum security. But she would end up suffering the maximum amount of pain.
I was in the office, and as I walked over to put some files inside of the cabinet, the file cabinet, he walked up behind me. And because of the way the uniforms are made, there's no belt, it's just elastic. And he walked up behind me and put his hands in front of me, down inside of my pants.
Walker says high-ranking prison official Edgar Daniel Johnson molested her multiple times during her work detail. She also says he raped her twice.
He forced me over the desk and forced himself inside of me.
Walker says her request to speak with the prison warden fell on deaf ears, and despite a zero-tolerance policy on prison rape passed in 2003, Walker says she felt as if no one would listen to her. Meanwhile, she was forced to continue her work detail in the presence of a predator who also posed as a preacher.
I walked those halls listening to him quoting scriptures out constantly, daily.
She finished her sentence and suffered in silence until learning of Johnson's arrest. Walker contacted federal agents and became one of 3 women to file charges against Johnson. An investigation by the GBI found at least 13 other women had similar accusations. Although she wishes Johnson had received more than 4 years, Walker says knowing that he will have to pay for his crime has helped her move from victim to victory, one step at a time.
I'm still here. I'm stronger than what he attempted to tear down.
Dee Griffin for us tonight. Edgar Daniel Johnson also pleaded guilty to making a bomb threat at a